Hello. We have a good match today. It's ThatOneGuy versus Klades. It's a winners, wizards. Winners, it's a wizards black hair packet. Wizards 4, so pretty far in the tournament. Yeah, Wizards 5 is already the gateway to top 8, so this... It might be a singular match, it might be matches, who knows. But at least one match. Yeah, I talked about the races and I didn't show the cards. There we go, this is a match between Klades, who's participating for the first time, so we don't have much of a history. But if we made it this far, then they're probably pretty good. ThatOneGuy, which recently started to join, but already has a long history of joining pretty much every single race last tournament and did pretty well in all of those races. Had a win percentage of 66%, which is pretty high up there. Like usually anything above 50% is already considered super good. Rainwave giving us a banger right now. Wow. Oh, hello. This is the emergency FFAO stream and no one's around. No one else is around. Yeah, please no Italian job. That gave me nightmares. The good part is that I think pretty much everyone memes about the game and liked the game, only I hated the game. Yeah, we actually have a game and I can spoil that it's not Italian job. So we're good on that front. Rainwave is really delivering today. Looks like our races are almost ready. Our game is Sheepwith, and you can see Klades' animation, it's dancing to the music. Yeah.
I have joined, but FFAO is muted on Discord, so if I'm talking over him...
Right. I should unmute myself, probably.
I had to like check the stream to make sure you were talking before I started saying anything. But yeah, I don't know what you've said. Have you said the game title?
I have, but you can say it again.
It's Sheepwith.
Yeah.
This is a classic. This was in MT12 finals, I think, or top 8, not finals. So top 8 caliber game for potential top 8 caliber players. This should be a good match between Klades and ThatOneGuy. Beating World 2, which I believe is also the goal with the MT Top 8 match. So we'll see how well they can do, because we do have the comparison metrics of the old races.
Looks like this is around a 30-minute race for most of the past races. We'll see how well they do compared to those.
And we are off. So this is Sheepwith. We control a plane, so we are technically a kind of a sheep farmer kind of guy, and our job is to just get our sheep back into their pens using our little claw.
Double mouse strats here, so very advanced from both racers.
Yeah, first level, just getting used to the plane. Now we get into our sheep grabbing mechanics. So holding the sheep does weigh you down a little bit. ThatOneGuy going for some early drops. Oh, accidentally running the sheep into the ground. Sheep are pretty strong. There's only a few things that will take out sheep. We will see those things later on.
ThatOneGuy ahead from the micro optimizations of the sheep drops.
Yeah, ThatOneGuy is playing, and so just collecting them isn't the end. And I believe you can collect those hearts. I don't remember if there's a maximum heart limit, if 3 is the max, but those hearts are going to be relevant because you will respawn at a checkpoint. I think that's going to be clear. Oh, crashing into the ground. Yeah, so 3 is the maximum amount of hearts. But for every sheep you do save, you do end up getting a heart back. So is ThatOneGuy going back in for the landing. Gets it safely. Klades shortly behind. Gets the landing as well. Yeah, there are a lot more sheep in these earlier levels than needed to progress.
I'm gonna say, it looks like that they both collected 4 sheep in the first level when they only needed 3. Not sure if they
Look like Klades is just like power slamming these sheep into the pen.
Also power slamming the plane into the wall.
Just needs one more sheep. Tog down to 1 as well, but looks like Klades is going to get it. Oh, misses the drop. Power slams it back into the pen. 5 out of 5 sheep for Klades. Moving on to the next area. But he's collecting a 6th one for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like they're confused. They think they need all the sheep instead of just the required number.
Maybe, hopefully they'll see. We are moving on to our next sheep area. I mean, already has 7 out of 5. I think the players are confused. They don't need to collect all the sheep. But there is
a 5 out of 5. Let's see if he understands. He's also collecting a 6 sheep, maybe.
9 out of 5 sheep for Klades. Klades has the early lead and the sheep lead as well.
The all important sheep lead.
Oh, Klades accidentally picking up the wolf. Do not put that wolf in the pen. Yeah, get that wolf out of here. Wolf will eat sheep if they're near them. So Klades is...
That throw of the wolf was pretty good, displaying good handle of the controls.
Yeah, like Klades has got this down really well. Moving on to the next sheep area. Ooh, crashing, but gets the save point at the last second. So needs 3 more sheep. That one guy right behind with his first sheep.
The chat is informing us that there are upgrades if you collect a certain number of sheep, so that's maybe why they're going above the required number.
Interesting, yeah. I think because you can get like a speed upgrade. I think there's more control. I don't know if the pastebin says anything about that.
Sounds really important, at least.
Oh, that sheep is gone. Oh, he's sliding down. That poor sheep. There's a wolf down there. Doesn't notice. The sheep is safe. That one guy has a bunch of sheep right next to the goal. So that's going to be 4 out of 4 sheep, and that's 4 out of 4 sheep. And that one guy is opting to use some of those sheep upgrades to make a faster plane. Klades is unfortunately going to be collecting more sheep. Yeah, I think Klades thinks he has to collect all of the sheep. That one guy having the big advantage of not needing to do that. But also having...
a faster plane, too.
Yeah, this race might be over if Klades doesn't upgrade the plane. So that one guy having a faster ship is going to make things a lot easier, especially getting through these tight crusher corridors.
Looks like Clay's upgraded.
All right, so Klades does have has the plane, so at least has that. But crashing with it immediately. Now we have a box. We got Sokoban puzzles, and that one guy is finishing up that next level, moving on to, so having a 1-level lead. We have a cloud mechanic. We have some fists coming out from the clouds. I believe the birds kind of mess with your ship controls, so you don't want to fly into the birds. And that one guy, I think intentionally crashing there. Maybe not. Definitely intentionally crashing there.
It looked like an intentional crash to me. Yeah.
Intentional in the sense that, like, he figured that it's going to be better if just crash as opposed to trying to get out of that. That one guy now picking up the tractor, needing it for the wait button. This is our required Sokoban of the match. That one guy has only collected 1 sheep in this level. And Klades finishing the level. It's going to be 1 level behind. He's buying some power-ups. Not sure what these snail power-ups do. That one guy has to traverse backwards through the fists and the birds. Finally collecting a sheep. Has the amount of sheep needed, is going to be moving towards the exit. Oh, and Klades taking an unfortunate crash, I think near the end of this cloud section. That is going to be a clear for that one guy. Oh. Unfortunately not. Crashing. He has to restart this level. Or no, he doesn't. He can spend some, I think, sheep power to essentially restart. But unfortunate crash there for that one guy. Losing a little bit of time, but has the lead currently.
Klades is just keeping all the sheep. Oh, yeah, that's one. But I think he'll reach the end of the level without enough sheep here.
Odd, because Klades has been collecting pretty much every sheep that he could. Maybe now understands that I only need to collect the minimum amount of sheep to move on. And one guy has a rocket power-up, as well as these snails. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw the snail, I thought it said 2 snails. No, that's just the Z, because this is a keyboard game. So thank you, chat, for keeping me ahead. Klades, putting the tractor with the sheep. Not where the tractor goes. Dropping the tractor onto the sheep. That's not going to be good for Klades. Klades is going to have to go down in that skinny path again to get that tractor. Does not realize that he needs it for the weight. That one guy on the other side, 4 out of 7, accidentally crashing into the side. But still doing pretty good collecting sheep on this level. Another unfortunate crash. Klades, though, getting the tractor, putting it on the button. Don't know if he had enough sheep. He did. Gets the landing. Is going to be back on the same level as that one guy. And has upgraded the ship yet again. I don't know exactly what the ship upgrade did this time. Getting his first sheep. Already up to 5 sheep for that one guy. This is going to be sheep number 6. Is there going to be one more lone sheep in the future for that one guy? There is not. Has to backtrack to find another sheep. That is potential time loss. Klades might be able to catch up. Dropping a sheep over the side. It's not going to land into the pen. But that one guy has found his last sheep. Going to be moving on. Getting that landing. And that is a safe landing for that one guy. We are now into World 2, I believe. World 2 has a darkness mechanic. Some of these sheep do have lanterns on their head. So you can light up the hats of the sheep and take it with you. So you can light up things. But not all of them have that. There's going to be some easy clears here. That's going to be 4 out of 4 sheep for that one guy. Choosing to upgrade the rocket booster. And crash landing. That is unfortunate. That looks like Klades is going to have 6 out of 7. Going to unfortunately have the same conclusion that that one guy had. There's no sheep down here. That's the ending. Got to turn around. One guy has moved on, has the fire, accidentally crashes, clipping into the corner. That one guy going to choose to light all the torches that he can find. He's at least lit enough to get to see this pen. And Klades finishing the level, still going to be 1 level behind that one guy. That one guy is clued in on how to play this game. We don't know quite yet if the upgrades that Klade has got will be the difference. Klades struggle a little bit in these darkened sections. Can't exactly see every little corner. And that's going to be 4 out of 4 sheep for that one guy. He's lighting all the torches now. Gets the end. It's going to be a 2-level lead so far for that one guy over Klades. All the sheep kind of gathered in that corner for that one guy. Going to be some 3 easy sheep to get. Just needs to find the pen. The controls, from what I know, they're actually pretty tight. It's keyboard controls, so I believe you have... I wish I had the paste bin so I could actually speak with knowledge as opposed to just guessing. Look at that! Look at that floating wolf. He's got some inventions going on his side. Oh, and they track towards the sheep. You can't just bring a sheep through a floating wolf. That's an old saying of like war tactics. Never bring a sheep through a floating wolf.
Let's see. It looks like the controls are just you can go forward and you can turn. It's not much else in terms of controls.
And that one guy seems to be going all in on these, I think, temporary like rocket boost power-ups. And it seems to be working out pretty well for him. Klades dropping the fire into the pen. Fire is not a sheep. An unfortunate crash for that one guy. Using this lantern sheep to see the path. It's the only way to actually see through this level. Sees the pen. It's just going to leave it there. Now, only 2 sheep needed for this level. Is going to have the 2 sheep required. Just needs to find the exit now. Klades on the other side, getting through these tight corridors. Gets the landing. We got more floating wolves. We got wolves on platforms. That's going to be the ending for that one guy. Going to be hard for Klades to get the comeback now. Nothing seems to be stopping that one guy. Lighting all of the torches. Hawk knows where he's going, and he's going for a completion. Only need 3 sheep in this level. Accidentally grabbing the torch. Wants to grab the reindeer sheep. Cutting the engine, flying towards whatever this crystal thing is, but I think that one guy has enough sheep to finish. Ooh, but unfortunately crashes. Klades doing this level in the dark. Don't know if I would advise doing that. That's going to be a completion from Klades. We've got a button. Button has been pushed. Moving on up. I think this is going to be the end for that one guy. That's another level clear. Only needs to find 1 sheep in this level. We've got a moving spike wall. Using that boost that he picked up, but unfortunately crashes. It's going to be a whole restart of this level. Luckily, it's just at the beginning, so not very far. Oh, but there was a second one, and now that one guy is out of boost. Well, on the other side, Klades has specifically been picking up the plane upgrades. We're going to see if that's going to be what makes the difference here. That is a completion for Klades. Still, he is 2 levels behind, I think, at this point. And there is not that much game left. One guy getting the final sheep, the only sheep, but gets up spiked. Going to see if that one guy can dodge the spike a second time. He sees the remains of his old plane. Can he dodge it? He's playing really carefully, but no, cannot dodge. Gets hit by it a second time. Only 1 heart left before he has to start this level over.
Carefully is the way to go here. Yeah, just boost across the spike.
Yeah, he has the... Oh, but he crashes, but spends some sheep to buy some extra lives. That one guy gonna get got again. Doesn't know if there's gonna be more spikes. Sees an ending here. He's dropped off yet another sheep. Sees he's boosting through. Oh, gets clipped yet again. But luckily, dropping off that sheep does give him a checkpoint. So for every sheep you put in a pen, you do get a restart there. So very wise for that one guy to drop that sheep off. Essentially giving him a checkpoint. And I think getting to the end... Very hesitant about that landing. But it's not over yet. Klades on the other side still getting through this spiky land puzzle. Now we've got rotating fists.
Klades going for the ship upgrade instead of the rocket boost. The placement explicitly tells you to go for the ship upgrades, I think, so I don't think we've ever seen someone just go for rocket boost before.
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy. And we're going to see if it pays off for that one guy. Yeah, because, Klades just barely not outrunning it, but sees the trap now and is going to be able to get through it this time. Yeah. Doesn't even see it. Has everything. The spike wall pushing the torch into his claw. What a grab for Klades. Oh, and that one guy getting smushed. This might be the comeback. Klades is now one level behind, has the fast ship, doesn't even need to see, sees the spikes, gets spiked, unfortunately. Is he going to go back for that HP? Yes, he is. Yeah, that one guy is having a lot of trouble on this level, not having the fastest ship, only relying on boosts. I don't know if that's going to do it for him. He's finding his way through. Has 2 of the 3 sheep needed.
Big spikes.
And Klades has caught up, has not had to worry about those spikes because has the fast ship. He's 2 sheep behind at this point. That one guy missing a sheep, but there is just a wonderful pen right at the end, saving that one guy from having to traverse to the back of the level, and that is going to be the end of the race. That one guy barely getting the victory there. May have had to start that level over. If that pen wasn't there, it was just a lovely stroke of luck. Klades is most likely going to finish this up very shortly. But GG's to that one guy doing a kind of unorthodox strategy of not going for the ship upgrade.
We were talking about previous races of these. I believe this is the fastest recorded time for this game. So this strategy really paid off for him.
Oh, Klades. Klades was going through that in the dark.
It's actually doing extremely well. It's just that one guy became one of the ship. And
honestly, I think what it comes down to is Klades may have actually taken this race. So there is the dot done from Klades. If Klades didn't specifically go for all of the sheep in those earlier levels, maybe we would have had a very close finish between both of them. Still very close within 1 minute. But still, excellent times from both of our racers. So that puts, and this was a Wizards 4 match. So that one guy is going to be moving on to Wizards 5. Is going to be one more match away from getting to top 8. Klades, unfortunately, dropping down to the Lizards bracket. Has a little bit more to go, but still in a great position to potentially get to top 8. Only a few more wins down there will put Klades in that top 8 position. I guess we can check to see if our racers would like to chat about the game. And speaking of, we are joined by both that one guy and Klades. GG's to both of you.
Yeah, GG. Interesting game.
Yeah,
interesting concept, yes.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about it. How did it feel to play, the concept behind it, everything? I'll start with that one guy.
All right, sure. So there was, I felt a lot more strategy involved in this game than the usual, platformer where it's just run right, attack things, or jump over the things. You had to think about like where you were going to be spending your sheep, what you were going to be picking up. Like, are you going to go back, or are you going to rely on there being another thing forward? That aspect of it was really interesting to me, this game.
Yeah, I think you both had different strategies. Klades, what was your mindset going through? Because you seem to collect a lot more sheep in those earlier levels, more than needed.
Yeah, I knew that we needed to at least upgrade the plane once from the paste bin, and I assumed 2 would be a good idea. So early on, I was collecting pretty much every sheep that I saw, unless it looked really arduous to get it to a pen. And then later on, once I'd had the first upgrade and I knew I was getting close to the second, I just started going faster. Which is also when the game started getting a lot less fun because I got to the caves.
Yes, the caves. Our least favorite mechanic to make a game more difficult. Take away your vision.
Yep.
That one guy, you were employing a different strategy. I think Klades upgraded to like the 3rd level ship. You decided to not do that. Tell me your thought process around picking the temporary boost power up.
So I'm looking at it, and I'm reading through the paste bin, and it says the second ship costs 33 sheep for about a 10% speed upgrade, or I can spend every single one of those 33 sheep on a speed boost. To me, it seems like the speed boost is way better here. So that's why I was like, okay, you need at least one upgrade. Sure, I can take that, but otherwise I'm going to press the button that says go faster right now, because that seemed a lot better than a 10% overall upgrade. Like, I mean, 90% of the way through the
game. Sound logic. You're betting on yourself to not run out of sheep, which I guess in the terms of a short race like this, it probably is a very good strategy. Yeah, I mean that's did you both find the wolf helicopter wolf to be very fun and funny?
It was funny.
Mm-hmm. I thankfully got to ignore the helicopter wolves most of the time I saw them show up, because either I was carrying the like non-sheep torch, or I just like, well, the one time I did it in the dark.
It was always great to go back to a checkpoint and not have your light source anymore.
Yeah, that was
yep.
rough. Or as the wolf would say, wolf. I don't.
So I think it would be a much improved game if they just cut the second world out entirely.
Yeah, actually, like, I don't know if there was like, I felt like all of the design decisions were in trying to remove that, and they failed in terms of like having to just run past a dark room. Yeah, because there were like the places you could get 3 of the like light sheep where you would only ever need to grab 1 realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just, if you're trying that hard to not make the game be dark, just don't make the game be dark.
Yeah, that is a note for all future game devs. Just avoid dark mechanic.
Or at least avoid dark mechanic if touching a wall causes you to lose a life.
Immediately explode, especially because I think both of you were hitting corners a lot in that dark, that level 2, the dark caves, just because you thought you could like clip through them. Sad days. Speaking of sad days, Klades, sad to say that you have been turned into a lizard. I don't know how that matches up with your frog aesthetic.
It's only adjacent. It's close, but not quite.
Yeah. So you are frog/lizard, but you are in a great position. I think you're going to be stranded for a while before you'll get to have your next match. But you are close to top 8. But even closer still is that one guy. You are 1 win away from top 8.
What a win it would be.
You don't know. You could fight Bright Shadow. You could fight Ferris. Either one. I know one of them is more likely, but you never know.
And I am wishing Bright Shadow best of luck, that's for sure.
Well, thank you both. We are going to get ready for our next match. And good luck to you for the rest of the words. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
GG Klades. It's a good
Yep,
match.
GG. Congratulations. Bye.